So some more divisibility rules are there. If, now you carefully see, if a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factor of that number. We will see example 24. It is divisible by 8, that you know, because 8 into 3 is 24. Okay, so it is divisible by 8, and the factor of 8, that is 1, 2, 4, these are the factor, and 8 also the factor you can include. So 1, 2, 4 and 8 also divide that number 24. So if any number is there, it is dividing to the particular number, then whatever its factors are there, they can divide to that particular number. So again I repeat, if the number is 24 and it is divisible by 8, and then the factor of 8 like 1, 2, 4 and 8 also divide that number. Some more divisibility rules we will see again. Next rule is if a number is divisible by two co-prime number, then it is divisible by their product also. For example, 60 is divisible by 3 and 5, and 3 and 5, they are the co-prime number. Why they are co-prime? Because there is no common factor in between 3 and 5. You observe carefully, there is no common factor in between 3 and 5, so they are co-prime. So 60 is also divisible by their multiplication of co-prime number, like 3 into 5 is 15. So 60 is divisible by 15. As you know, 60 is divisible by 3 and 5, where 3 and 5 are co-prime numbers. So 60 is divisible by their multiplication, means they are divisible by 15. Then our next rule is, if two given numbers are divisible by number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. So if the two number like 16 and 20 are both divisible by 4, so you simply do their addition, it is coming 36 is also divisible by 4. Very simple. Next point is, if two given number are divisible by number, then their difference is also divisible by that number. Example, the number are 35 and 20 are both divisible by 5, so their difference, that is 15, also divisible by 5. So that is also the important point you have to keep remember. Then prime factorization concept we will see. When a number is expressed as a product of its factor, we say that the number has been factorized. So prime factorization concept is not difficult. Suppose you are taking one number 24, you just break that number. You can break the number in many ways. For example, 2 is divisible by 2. 24 is divisible by 2, 24 is also divisible by 4, 24 is also divisible by 3. Okay, it is also divisible by 6, 12, 8. Many numbers are there. So you just break that. Like 24 can be written as 2 into 12, 4 into 6, 3 into 8. Reverse also you can write. So you just break that number. That is the simple logic of remembering. If you break 2 into 12, so further you cannot break the 2, but you can break again 12. So it can be written as 2 into 6. Then 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Then at last you cannot break that number, or you cannot divide that number. This number then doesn't have the factor. So these are the prime factorization. 24 can be written as 4 into 6, means you can do in various ways. It's up to you. 6 can be written as, here 2 can be written as 2 into 2. Then in next step you can write 6, 2 into 3. Here also same, 3 into 8. Then you can produce the factor of 8. It can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. Okay. So then you can arrange that number if you want. That is not necessary. But in general we arrange the number in ascending order for skipping any mistake. So this is the prime factorization technique. At last we get the prime number, means we cannot have the factor of that number. So in exercise part this concept will be used. So the next one is a factor tree. So let us check this for the number 90. So if in the factor tree or in factorization example, if you take the example 90 can be break like 2 into 45, 10 into 9, like that. Then you can break 10, 2 into 5, 9, 3 into 3. It can be written as 3 into 3. So in this way you can just produce the tree diagram. This is also the one more way for doing the prime factorization. and most of the student they prefer this method. It is in diagrammatic way and easy to solve. So the prime factorization of 90 is 2 into 5 into 3 into 3. So at the last, whatever the number you get in this tree diagram, that you have to write, and you have to use the multiplication sign. Prime factorization using other method. Find the prime factorization of number 980. Generally if the bigger size, more digits are there, you can say, then in that case you can prefer this method. Some students they prefer this method, they find it easy, but I mostly refer the tree diagram method, and before that, at the beginning, whatever the method we have seen, that method is easy according to me, but you can refer this one also, whichever you find comfortable. So you can divide this number by 2, or at the beginning you can divide by 5, 7, it's your choice. Suppose we divide by 2 at the beginning, we get the quotient 490, again you divide by 2, then again you divide by 5, you get the quotient 49, again you can divide by 7, you get the quotient 7, again you divide by 7, and you get the quotient 1. So you have to do continuously till your answer is 1. Once you get the 1, whatever the number you got in this side, right hand side, you have to do their multiplication. So the prime factorization of 980 is these numbers, so you have to do their multiplication, and this number, this technique is known as the prime factorization concept. So whatever the numbers we are getting in this side, this is what the prime factorization. If you do their multiplication, you will get the same number written back. So in the question, if the question is prime factorization of 980, you can prepare this method, you do exactly like that, and at last you can write this like 2 into 2 into 5 into 7 into 7. So I hope friend you understood this concept, and in the exercise part it will be used. Thanks for watching. Thank you.